Yeah. It's a good run. Especially with fucking iron sights. Good.
Thank you.
Very good run, man.
Good job, baby.
I feel like I'm cheating on my AK though. It's actually really fun. So today's video is something completely unexpected, even for me. I didn't think I'd be making this video, but I can put the shirt on for it, man, because retro ARs, right? The whole reason I'm making this video is really spur of the moment. I shot a big match, locally at the ranch. It's actually the same place we do Clash Bash at. Awesome facility. They had this big match put on by the Sons of Liberty Gunworks. It's a 12-stage, big carbine match. About 145 people actually shot this thing, so pretty good turnout. And some of the best shooters I've ever been in the same range with are shooting this thing. And of course, you know me, I signed up with an AK. Problem was, I was having a very hard time, and it wasn't really the gun. I had several optics that were zeroed that I brought out. I was trying, SLX, primary arms, 2X sights. I was trying some non-magnified red dots, and I just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. I eventually bombed on 3 stages. Took the AK back to iron sights and had my best 2 stages after that. Couldn't make that stuff. Like even everyone around me was going, dude, you go back to basics and you're smoking the stages on friggin' iron sights. Like, couldn't hit anything with those optics. It was insane. It's like my zero changed. Anyway, long story short, I'm having a bad day. Fast forward to the day before when I'm packing for this match. I told myself, you should bring a backup in case anything happens. Anything can happen. You should always have a backup gun, especially at one of these big matches that are expensive to get into. I told myself, screw it. I'll bring the North Hollywood A2 dissipator out there. Not gonna need it. Worst case scenario, it shoots the same ammo. Maybe I gotta finish a stage or 2 with it. So I finally tell myself, you know what? I'm kind of tired of it at this point. This is a 12-stage match. I'm gonna get through my 6 stages today with this AK and screw it. I'm gonna shoot the AR tomorrow on iron sights with 30-round GI mags. Just screw it. Let's see what happens. With 55 grain steel case Tula ammo. What most people would consider the absolute bottom of the barrel 223 ammo. What was so crazy, this change started to happen, right? The AK that I brought wasn't really exciting a lot of these AR dudes. They weren't that into it. It was one of 3 AKs that showed up to the match. Neil Vermillion, you'll see some of his footage in this video of him smoking everybody with this super dope AK-74 Lee Armory build with an Occam rail. He's a talented shooter, and that gun is just so freaking cool. So I'm glad I felt good that someone was doing really well with an AK. He ended up finishing 11th out of 144 with a friggin' AK-74 against a sea of AR-15s, pimped out to the max with LPVOs, and he did that with a red dot. Anyway, all these dudes that didn't give a shit about the AK that I brought saw this on old Dusty Dissipator, you know, full of scratches, clearly very old, with no optic, on irons, with electrical tape on the freaking mags. Everyone was like, yo, can I get a picture of that? Can I play with that later? What is that? Dude, that looks rad. Even put the can on it a couple times. And I'm like, man, it's so funny that everyone's so interested in this thing. It's such a cheap AR. I mean, let's be honest. It's just a Bushmaster. They've gone up in price a little bit, but it's a very cheap. Like, you could clone this very easy and not have a whole lot of money invested. But it was the gun that everyone was kind of head turning about, which was cool. I kind of get that feeling sometimes when I take AKs to matches and I'm the only one there. It's kind of a head turner, but that was not happening with the AK that I brought. So now that this was out, and it was kind of like getting people a little excited to see, like, damn, I kind of want to see what this gun will do. I want to see this dude run it. That was cool. It's a cool feeling. I like guns that get people excited. So now I'm getting more excited, and I don't get excited shooting ARs. I really don't, to be 100% honest with you.
This isn't like you.
Hold on.
His shoes is kind of teeter-totter on the right, but I don't think that would work right now. Yours is
AK man shooting the superior weapon system.
Oh, dang.
Hey, back when it was superior, before you guys f***ed it up.
The real sad part is he started off the match shooting an AK and switched to an AR.
Hey, at least when something happens to the AR and it blows up in your face, it doesn't try and take an eyeball out like an AK did to me.
You just gotta set your purse down, Zach, and try again.
I like having all my teeth. And both my eyeballs. Remember, go fast, don't suck.
You shooting with steel too?
These are honestly my favorite iron sights on the planet. A2 or A1 AR iron sights. Friggin' love them.
Ah,
Into the white. But at least it wasn't an FTN on it, so it's only one penalty.
I got it. Thank you.
I want to play with that later.
Super
he was
fun with
talking
candy.
shit.
Yes.
Now he wants to shoot
I
it.
got one.
I started shooting stages. I'm shooting stages way better than I did with the optics on my AK that were screwing up the day before. And these iron sights were straight up magic. I started calling them my magic A2s because I could not miss. I'm not compensating. I'm not thinking about holdovers, hold unders. I'm just pointing and shooting, and I'm hitting steel left and right. And I'm like, golly. I feel, man, I can't explain the feeling. Totally bummed out that my AK, it was just not working. Bummed out that I had to use this. Complete 180 to thinking this is some of the most fun I've had shooting a match in a long time with this gun. Out of pure frustration with another gun.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. 1, 2, 8.
I don't know, man. I was just on it with this gun. The reloads were great. Of course, we're using these coupled mags, and you can see in some of the clips that you can see these clips in some of the clips are very easy to reload when they're coupled together like that. And I think it's just a piece of foam and some electrical tape that I did like 2 years ago, and it's still holding up. Even going prone on the ground, shooting underneath VTAC barricades with a ghost ring sight in the rear, I was super intimidated, then did it, and it worked out really, really good. Anyway, I don't want to ramble too long in this video, but I do want to tell you that, you know, I think we may start having a bit more ARs on the channel, retro ARs, because I feel like they're so hot right now, and kind of exciting. What's old is new again, and it's pretty dang cool. So hopefully you Saw some footage of this thing ripping and tearing.
Hit! Hit!
Damn, it was fun. And you're going to definitely see this thing shoot some more. And just a little hint, you can kind of see it up there a little bit. We have another upper that we're going to be putting on this thing, another dissipator upper. You may have seen it in some older videos. But I want to do some comparisons. I have 2 dissipator uppers, one flat top, one carry handle. Red dot versus carry handle, dissipator style, right? That video is coming, and I bet the times are going to be extremely close. But that's for a future video. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching. And if you do like this kind of stuff, we may have a few of our 3rd Pin Threads Commando shirts left in a few different sizes, so go check those out. We also have hats, 3rd Pin Threads hats. We have plenty of those left, and we have a few more coming. Hopefully we can get something done by Black Friday for you guys. Black hats for Black Friday. We're working on it. We're going to try to get them out. Anyway, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, or not, doesn't matter. We're also on Instagram and Facebook where we post all the time. And yeah, man, this has been an interesting journey so far, and I'm kind of excited to see where it leads. Ready to get back into these A2s and A1s. See you next time.